अब दिख रहा है?
अभी किधर को है?
We've recently celebrated having screened over 10 million people. 5 of those million have been in this last 12 months. More than 1 million people have been connected to the eye care that they need. We've shown it's possible. So now there's a responsibility to take what's possible and deliver it at another level. So when I was a similar age to you, I also had problems with my vision. So I struggled at school as well. I couldn't see the blackboard. Sports were difficult. I couldn't see the football. The exclusion that you feel from not being able to connect with your peers, to not being able to perform at school, to have people think that you're not very smart. Meeting Preem was quite moving. It took me back to what it was like for me as a child. When I was around 12 years old, I was very short-sighted. I got my first pair of glasses. And then things at school changed quite rapidly. And all of that was down to something so simple as a pair of glasses. I started noticing that if you're born in a certain place, your chances are totally different. And that just felt deeply unfair. And this journey really began. I worked as an ophthalmologist for around 7-8 years, but I just had this strong need to do more than I could do just as an eye surgeon. How you go from looking down the microscope at one eye to stepping back and looking at a whole population of people. We went to Shroff's Charity Eye Hospital in India to work with our partners. So what I would be really interested to see is, of all the cataracts that are happening, what proportion have come in from people? There are more blind and vision impaired people in India than there are in any other country in the world. But there are also so many outstanding eye doctors and optometrists, and it's really closing that gap. How do you get all of those people who need care to the people who can provide it? And that's why it gives us huge hope that this can be solved. We met a man who had been blind now for a number of years. He'd already lost sight in the other eye. You could see that his livelihood had been taken from him as a consequence. He was spending his days just kind of staring into the distance.
पर कुछ ना कहीं तुम्हारी आँख बन जाएगी जा कहीं आँख बनवाओ जाने फिर
कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं लग रही है अभी आपको दिखाई दे रहा है
ये भाई भैया लाला ठाणे है
अच्छा
ये द्वितीय ठाणे है
अच्छा और हम
आप भैया.
No one knew that he could be treated until someone knocked on his door, did an eye test on him, and gave him hope. Testing someone's only the beginning. It means that we found out that they can't see, but what we actually care about is, do they end up getting treatment that works? Seeing the screeners go door to door and find people who were unnecessarily vision impaired. And it was amazing to witness it. If you could see clearly again, what would you want to do?
पढ़ेंगे हम हाँ हमारा इससे मतलब हमको लगता है हमारा सिर दर्द हो रहा है इससे आंसू निकल रहे हैं एक आंसू से और जब पढ़ने जाते थे तो जे कोई मैम देती थी काम तो वो दूर होता था थोड़ा तभी हम देख नहीं पाते थे फिर मैम हल्ला करती थी जे नहीं वो हाँ इसी की हमने पढ़ाई छोड़ी पहले जब हम खेलते थे बैट बॉल तभी तो जब बॉल कहीं जाती थी तो जब रोशनी आती थी जाती थी इससे मुझे बहुत दिक्कत होती थी
सामने देखूं अच्छे लग रहे हो भैया चश्मे में आप अच्छा लग रहा है आपके पास
Being able to see him after getting his sight back was just heartwarming. He was doing what he loved again. He was playing with his friends, he was playing cricket. It meant he didn't have to work on the farm anymore, and school have allowed him back in.
आपका फेवरेट क्रिकेट कौन है?
We talk about lots of people and millions of this and millions of that, but it always comes back down to the individuals that we're hoping to see their lives improve. This trip has filled my soul. It's been amazing, seeing our partners using Peak to find people that they may not have found otherwise. It's almost indescribable, the feeling of seeing someone struggle or suffer and be able to do something, even if it's small, to reduce that suffering. In 2016, Rolex supported us at quite an early stage when we were working in one country, and they helped really raise the profile of the work that we're doing. We're now working in 12 countries. And we see on an average week 100,000 people get screened. Our dream for the next 4 years is that that goes from 100,000 to 1 million people every week. But more than just 1 million people a week getting their eyes tested, it's our obsession with them getting connected to care if they need it. And so we're going to focus even more on more but better.